This video has been a long time coming. Like, I mean, we are doing this for elementary school, Brianna. Salutations, friends. My name is Brianna Bond, otherwise known as No Ordinary Scholar, and the Cheetah Girls. It was not as much of a cult classic as High School Musical, but I swear on my life, when Cheetah Girls 2 came out, Strut literally played every 2 seconds on, like, the Disney Channel. Oh my lord. I vividly remember minding my own business, watching a show. You can breathe in the music this city makes. We're going to Cartoon Network for about 3 minutes so this song can get over with. That's how much they played this. The thing I want to talk about was actually quite a surprise to a lot of people because I am a big Raven-Symoné fan. I loved That So Raven. Monique from Kim Possible, my girl. When they came out with the college road trip, which was Raven-Symoné and Martin Lawrence, I lived for that movie. But I could not stand Galleria from the Cheetah Girls. So much so that I thought her name was Gabriella until I rewatched the first 2 movies for this video. I just wanted her to go. She was so frustrating a character, and I think the best decision Disney could have made was to not put her in the 3rd movie. Granted, apparently there was like a lot of shenanigans that happened and that sucks, but also I do not think that they would have done justice to her as an actress by putting her in that 3rd movie, because I'm sure they would have had the exact same fucking storyline as the first 2. The reason why we're here today is literally young Brianna was like, this is not a good friendship. They should not be friends anymore. So today we are going to talk about why the friendship in the Cheetah Girls is a toxic friendship and they should not be together. And it's a good thing Galleria was not in the 3rd movie. To start this off, we are going to be talking about traits to look for in a toxic relationship. Yes, I am this fucking serious. For the science of this video, we are going to be looking at Psychology Today and Healthline. Number 1, character assassination. Those subtle jabs at you, insulting you, that, you know, it's not the way that we talk to each other. This is just how you talk to me. You just insult me. Being controlling. That's a major thing we see with Galleria's character, and that's the major issue of Galleria's character. Another thing to include in that is when you're controlling things and when you're trying to essentially like manipulate people, you're using their situations and the things that they're going through against them. Jealousy. Self-explanatory. Toxic communication, so when you're communicating with just criticism, sarcasm, and hostility. Disrespect. Feeling like you're always stressed around them or like you need to walk on eggshells when you're talking to them, like anything you say is going to trigger them, it's going to set them off. And of course, hoping that there's going to be a change. In the first Cheetah Girls movie, we are introduced to the Cheetah Girls. We find out that they are trying to work, grind, work hard, so that way they can get into the school talent show, because the winner of the talent show gets to record a song in a studio, which, you know, it's a very specific prize. Really seems like they only let singers win this thing, but whatever. When they audition for the talent show, there is the super famous record producer there, and he wants to offer them a deal. And then over time, Galleria just becomes so overwhelming that the girls end up fighting and breaking up. They rejoin, they get back together because they almost kill Galleria's dog.
No, I didn't cry watching the Cheetah Girls. Fuck you, man. They almost killed the dog. Fuck you.
That's basically the story. Galleria in this movie is just a piece of shit. It's all on the line. She is a piece of shit. She is so overly controlling of these girls. She is rude. For instance, we have Dorinda. She apparently wears a lot of the same clothes all of the time. Galleria is constantly attacking her for it. She also, when they meet the record producer, takes credit for the entirety of the Cheetah Girls. She calls herself the founder. She talks about how she writes all the songs. When she makes a DVD to give the record producer so he can hear some of their music, she puts herself biggest on the cover. she does find out that Dorinda, the reason why she wears a lot of the same clothes is because she's a foster child. She doesn't have the money to get new clothes all the time. And we get to a point where the record producer's like, we want you to do these kiddie songs. We want you to wear masks. She says, girls, let's bounce. They don't follow her because they're like, hey, let's discuss this as a group. You're not in charge. And Galleria says, I mean, Dorinda, you need the money, so yeah, you take the deal. I'm not gonna be a part of the group anymore. I don't even want to go through everything individually and all the ways that she touches on these aspects of a toxic relationship individually, especially not for this first movie because there are so many. She is such a holistic asshole in this first movie. The fact of the matter is they do address it. That is the main conflict, is everyone thinks she's an asshole. The conclusion of the story is she's an asshole, she needs to change. But the thing I think we want to address in this video is how realistically in the second movie, the movie tries to push it off like she is the victim, but she is not. And that's what I really want to get into. Chanel, played by Adrienne Bailon, my favorite fucking character in this movie, and like side note, her character in That's a Raven, loved her, but she was also the reason why it took me so long to try and learn Spanish, because she makes look super fucking intimidating. Her mother is dating this guy and he wants them to go out to meet his family in Spain for the summer. They want to all be there for her for it, and they wish upon a shooting star because that was the biggest fucking thing in Disney at the time. They find out there's this music competition in Barcelona. They apply, they end up getting into it, so everyone's out in Spain. The girls all end up doing kind of their own thing. Galleria literally comes out of the gate with a very intense like practice schedule. Chanel has her family things to do. We also end up meeting the Spanish singer, but like we'll talk about that later. Dorinda, she meets this guy that literally everyone, including Galleria, push her to try and date. So she's hanging out with him, and he's also a dancer, a choreographer. Theoretically, they might be working on some of the dances. Aqua, I don't know her. I don't know any other name for her. Aqua is with Galleria's mom. They ran into this designer, this clothing designer that like she was already in love with. They met her and she's getting to work with her. So they're all distracted, and Galleria decides, you know what, they don't want to like work with the schedule, I'm just gonna leave Barcelona. Cheetah girls are over. And the movie ends up having them go to her to apologize. Here's the thing. Another thing that neither of the websites I was looking at addressed, but it is a really fucking toxic thing in a relationship, threatening to leave. If you don't do this, I'll leave. Very toxic. So here's the thing why I don't think that Galleria is the victim here. Because the movie tries to say it like they weren't rehearsing, what else was she supposed to do? The reason why it's still very controlling is she gave them the thing that she wants to do. In no way did we see her discuss this with anyone. In no way did we see them try to come to an agreement about how they can go about rehearsing while also enjoying their time in another fucking country. In no way do we see Galleria be like, okay, we got you a boyfriend. Let's figure out, like, let's set some time aside so you can enjoy that, since you live in a different country than him, so you probably won't see him. She makes a lot of very aggressive and snide remarks when they go to rehearse, which is that toxic communication. But it was really like a, here's what I want to do. Oh, you don't want to do what I want to do? You don't want to do how I want to do it? I'm leaving. Everything's over. The world is over. I'm leaving. Goodbye. The thing that bothers me the most is it does not seem like she made the schedule and talked about the schedule with Chanel's mother. The reason they were there, because she brings up like, we're here for you. You're supposed to be there to support her as she goes through these life-changing fucking events. They did the contest as an excuse to get out there to help Chanel through these life-changing events, but she's really done nothing to help Chanel through these life-changing events. And so she gets upset when Chanel's mom comes out because she has to meet her boyfriend's family, but that's when you schedule a rehearsal. So it seems like she's done nothing to try and actually be there for Chanel like they're supposed to be, as well as she's done nothing to communicate a schedule that works for everyone, let alone for the person that they came here for, doing the things that they absolutely will not be able to have her skip. So again, it is her, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it, you don't want to do it, I'm dipping. She's not telling people, she's not trying to force them to do it, but it is a my way or the highway. Because Back to the other Spanish singer we see that is bonding with Chanel. We see them together. I recall seeing them together and seeing them hanging out during an actual rehearsal time once. They hang out like one other time at a party that they're already at. But other than that, I don't recall Chanel ever spending rehearsal time with this other Spanish singer. She only is there once with the Spanish singer. The rest of it is her family stuff, which, why are you scheduling rehearsals during this family stuff, which is the priority of this trip? That's the prime reason why I just don't think they need to be friends with Galleria. There are also some other things she does in the movie. She attacks the Spanish singer the one time that Chanel was hanging out with her, literally telling them what to do, which is the jealousy thing. Another thing that I don't really like was, as she's leaving, she's saying like, oh, she has the Spanish singer, she can help her through these things more than I can, so I'm gonna leave. Which, I'm not gonna lie, comes off kind of racist. Because if you're talking about she can sing with the Spanish singer because they know Spanish, that's racist. And from what we've seen, like, we saw one song of hers and it was mostly in English, but Chanel does not know the songs, so no, she could not rehearse and sing better with the Spanish singer than with the Cheetah Girls. The other thing, which is again like a very blatant, they both speak Spanish, so they're a better pair than she and I were, which again is racist, was if you're talking about she can help Chanel with the situation with her family, I do not think that the Spanish singer, I don't think this girl ever met Chanel's mother, the mother's boyfriend. I don't think she's met anyone other than the Cheetah Girls and Galleria's mom. So no, she's probably not going to be able to help with this situation of mom's getting remarried and Chanel's like having a hard time coping with that. So again, it seems like it's just like they can speak Spanish, so they're a better pair than she and I could ever be, which is racist. That is just racist. And this last thing that I want to touch on is this outburst that Galleria had when Chanel said, oh, the Spanish singer was texting me. She said her mom, who Galleria was all on board with having helped them in this other country, because she knows everybody, so she was like, oh my god, we should totally have that girl's mom like help us get big out here. That'll help us with the competition. She's like, hey, that Spanish singer's mom texted me. She said it'd be a great idea if the Cheetah Girls sang a little bit in Spanish. And Galleria gets so fucking defensive. We don't know Spanish. Why would we sing in Spanish? We don't know Spanish. Why can't we just do the things we've always been doing? This is really like a controlling, it's not her idea, so why would she want to do it? More so, if we like imagine that the Cheetah Girls all like know their songs. The last movie, they had a song where Chanel just had like a verse in Spanish, sang a verse in Spanish on her own. So it's not like they haven't done it before, and it makes sense if you're in a country where the primary language is Spanish, it makes sense to have some bits in Spanish, and it wouldn't kill you to learn a phrase in fucking Spanish. But it is that controlling, I didn't think of it, it's not mine, so I don't want to do it. Between the jealousy, the pretty racist comments that she makes, the controlling, lashing out about singing a couple lines in Spanish in a Spanish-speaking country, which is just like a stupid thing to get upset about, and the overall of she in no way decided to communicate how we could do this rehearsal process in a way that benefits everyone, in a way that everyone can be happy with, because everyone wants to enjoy their time in another country. Not everyone wants to spend it inside working day in, day out. And most importantly, the reason you're here is to support Chanel while she is trying to get a hold of the fact that her family is about to change and she might have to move to another country. That's the primary thing, and you don't even schedule around that. But because they're not doing the things you want to do when you want to do them, you're ready to bounce. Instead of even, like, she even had the option of, okay, I don't think we're going to be good for this talent show. I don't want to get up on stage and I don't want us to look stupid. But why don't you at least, like, try and find a way to, like, chill out and enjoy your fucking time while you're in Barcelona. Write songs yourself. Write solos if you want. Go explore this other fucking country. Now, Cheetah Girls are over. I'm gonna leave. If you can feel my fury. I'm getting a weight off of my chest. I've been wanting to discuss the frustrations this movie has put me through so much. I love Raven Simone, but the character of Galleria, glad she's gone. so much for watching. If you liked this, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We'll see you again next time around. If you're looking for ways to support me, go ahead, check out these books that I wrote. The Queen of Thieves series, book number 2 is coming out. You can find them on Amazon. Links will be down below. If you're looking for more ways you can support me, aren't you lucky? I do have a Patreon over there. You can support me for as little as $2 a day. You get some cool freebies. You tend to get a lot of the videos early when I can get them out. You get the first chapters of my books for free, and it really does help me out for like getting books for my reading streams, for getting tech that I need, and just in general, we hope to be able to long-term do this full-time. So if you want to help out with that progress, then that is also linked down below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, valedictions, friends.